good afternoon, and welcome to Market Appeal. This is our 6th episode. My name is Robin Taney from Studio 4 PR, and I am here with my lovely co-host, Wanda Baader from Strategize Your Success. For the past 6 episodes, we have been sharing that you can use as far as marketing and PR for your business. We try to come to you every week with new tips and things that are trending that can help your business grow. So to kick off today's show, I'm going to have Wanda introduce herself, and then we will get started. Actually, firstly, I'll introduce myself, tell you a little bit more about me, and then I'll toss it over to Wanda. As I said, my name is Robin Taney. I'm the Get Real Girl from Studio 4 PR, and I work with small businesses and entrepreneurs to help craft strategies that will get them more visibility, that are realistic, engaging, authentic, and designed for lasting results. In other words, yeah. So now I will let Wanda introduce herself, and then we'll get going.
Hi, everybody. It's Wanda Baader here from Strategize Your Success. And I apologize for some reason. Google Hangouts, when Robin was talking, was just flashing between the two screens there. We can't control that, unfortunately, so bear with us. But I am with Strategize Your Success, and we are a full-service marketing agency in Tucson, Arizona. And Robin hails from Rochester, New York area. And we are both happy to be here today with you to discuss all things marketing and PR. And what we do also try to share, as Robin mentioned, is some of the news that's currently going on, especially with, changes that happen all the time in social media, so that we can keep you on top of the trends and hopefully help you to build your business now and in the future. So my first share today is about creating successful videos on Twitter. Now, there was a study that was done with people between the ages of 18 and 49 who were watching videos that were about business-related topics. And they were looking at all the different statistics of what makes those broadcasts successful. So because it's Twitter, obviously everything always moves fast and furious. And here are some of the key things that they said worked out really well on these videos. So keeping it short was one of the things. And and I did want to mention that we do have a chat box. So if you're joining us live and you have questions along the way, put them there. But keeping it short, strike quickly and do it in the morning. Apparently morning is the best time to do it. And of course, it depends on which time zone you're targeting for your ideal clients, right, Robin?
Absolutely.
And they said keep it shorter, 15 seconds or less. And obviously the less would be 30 seconds. You don't want to go higher than 30 seconds, but it's really kind of hard to do less than 15 seconds and get your point across. So that's going to take a lot of practice in my eyes. And dialogue has more of an impact than music does. So you want to make sure that, whatever you're doing does involve dialogue and not just music. And videos with topical content were 32% more likely to be viewed past 3 seconds. And they say 3 seconds is all it takes for someone to decide if they want to join in or not. So, those are definitely some serious numbers to consider. Emotional intensity viewers were 133% higher than with those that had people within the video. So if you have a dialogue, if you bring people into the video, let's say versus doing screenshots or something like that, you're going to have grab that emotional intensity that people will be drawn into the videos to watch. And videos with text were 11% more likely to be viewed and 28% more likely to be completed. So I envision then we've got to have, 15 seconds or less, topical content, grab viewers' emotion by bringing in people and dialogue, And then I guess just go ahead and try to put some text below what you're saying so that you can also grab that 11% more likely to be viewed video text and 28% to be completed. So
what is
that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff going on there. That takes a lot of practice.
So what does it say about like using kittens and babies?
Well, that would definitely grab the emotional factor. It's like, you know, they say that babies and animals always seem to do well on video. So I say go for it if it's relevant to your content.
These days, that seems to be what everybody's drawn to.
Yeah, definitely. So let's go ahead and Robin, you share something here. I think that you were going to talk about a platform or something this morning.
Yeah, well, you know, we talk about how blogging is such a great way to communicate. And I just wanted to share that there's a blogging tool called Zamanta. And it's Z as in zebra, E-M-A-N-T-A. And it's not really new, but I don't think a lot of people have heard of it. So I just wanted to put it out there to make sure that you're aware.
Okay.
Download the
I'm sorry. I'm going to interrupt you for just a second, Robin, because for some reason you're breaking up a little bit.
Okay.
But you did share that platform with me, and I'm going to spell it one more time just so that people can get that spelling correctly. And I will put it into the chat box as well. So that's Z as in zebra, E-M-A-N-T-A, Zamanta.
Zamanta.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Okay. So you download it to your desktop at zamanta.com. And you leave it open while you're reading your blog. And what it does is it finds relevant photos and links to similar articles. And you can just drag and drop. And then it basically create the extra information that you would normally need to put in your blog to help your SEO.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. And a lot of times you'll see at the end of one article, there'll be a list of other articles that are on the same topic. So that's a great way to help you get feedback and links and everything is when people are going to another article that is on your page.
Okay. So what do you do? Do you have a press kit or what? It's like, how does that work?
Well, press kit is like the next thing that I was going to talk about, which is another important thing that you want to have if you don't already have one. So do you have one, Robin?
I slightly have a press kit. I'm ashamed to say I don't have a full press kit because I've not needed one as of this point.
Okay. So, and that's, you know what, that is like what most people would say. So, you want to have a press kit because you can use it to appeal to the media as well as your ideal client. And you can customize it to include various pieces that will be relevant to what your business is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry if I'm talking funny, but I can hear myself in my headphones.
Yeah, for some reason, unfortunately, we are having technical issues on your end. It's there is a bit of an echo, and it seems like whenever you talk, the screen just bounces like crazy for some reason this morning.
Oh, well, I'm so glad that I can add some creativity and excitement to what we're doing.
You know what they say, the old saying is, it is what it is.
Which seems to be like our motto, our mantra. It is what it is. And you know what? I spent so many years in live television. This is nothing. So you just go with the flow. So anyway, back to the press kit. So you can put in your press kit a bio a one speaker one sheet, which is what you would share with event planners that you're interested in looking at. You can put in quotes so that a reporter could write a story about whatever you're having to talk to. You can put in clips to past press that you've got. You can put in company history. You can put in high-res photos. That's something that every reporter wants, a good high-res photograph. You can put in pictures of your product. So you can basically customize however it is that you need it to work for you.
Okay, and I'm putting this information in the chat box too, so that people get that list there. So I heard you say one sheets, quotes, past press, company history, high resolution photos, and pictures of products.
And a bio. And your bio.
Okay.
So those would all be things that the media would definitely be interested in. But if a company is interested in hiring you to, is interested in being a client, they would want more information about you. If you're doing a strategic alliance kind of partnership, this can help them know you better. And the way that you can make it so that it's not outdated is make it digital. And then you put it into a folder on Dropbox, and then you can link to it from your website. And then if anybody asks you for it, you can email them the link.
Okay, so making it digital, because not too many people are going to wait for a press kit by email, by snail mail these days. Right. So that's the important thing. And it's easy enough to, switch things around if you're keeping something digital as well. So if you get new photos, you can just swap it out, and makes it a lot easier, I would think.
Right. And then you can also incorporate videos. A lot easier to do paper. So you can incorporate videos, all kinds of digital tools.
Okay. All great ideas.
Yeah. So what else have you done?
Well, I'm going to just share a quick little tidbit that I picked up on. Apparently, it's LinkedIn doesn't want to be left out with all the changes, I think, that are happening with the platforms out there. And they've added an option to disable comments on long form articles. And long form articles are those things that you see when you get a notification from LinkedIn that somebody has written a new article, or if you go in there and let's say you repurpose a blog post or something like that, it's not a post, it's one of those longer articles. Because I guess apparently people have been having issues with, there's trolls on every platform, and I guess that they're trying to help people out with the control over the comments. I mean, not that you want to keep people from, voicing their opinion. You do want to have, someone have an opinion of what you're saying, even if they disagree. But, we all know what we're talking about there when we say we want to just, keep some of the really nasty stuff that's not necessary. So, and they're saying that they're thinking that here shortly, they'll probably be incorporating that also into posts as an option.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's like, and then they go, LinkedIn publishers can now also report, flag, or hide abusive or offensive comments on their LinkedIn articles. But it was the report and the flag part that I had mentioned before. So it's, it's sort of like what you see on Facebook as an option. So that is my little tidbit. How about you?
Well, I wanted to talk for a second about networking.
Okay. I love networking.
You love networking. Well, a lot of people don't. And I got a question from one of my readers about how to make networking work for if you're as a way to get clients and maybe do like strategy, how to strategic relationships with clients. So I thought it might be a good topic to share with our audience today. And one of the things you have to take into consideration is that if you're going to a networking event that has 100 people, consider that 3 of those 100 people are ready to buy what you're selling right now.
3 out of 100.
3 out of 100. 7 of them might be ready to buy, but 30 of them don't know if they're ready to buy. 30 don't think they're ready to buy, and 30 are definitely not ready to buy. So those numbers can be sort of daunting and depressing when you think about it. Kind of like, what with numbers like that, why bother even going?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So I think it's important that
I was going to say, do you have a solution to that?
Well, I have a couple of tips.
Okay.
And the first one is that you really consider where it is that your ideal client is going to be. And go to events that your ideal client is likely to be. Because it doesn't make any sense for you to go to an event that is not in your ideal market.
Yeah, that seems pretty obvious. That's the best way to pursue it, for sure.
Exactly. And it makes more sense that if you're going to be in a place that is your ideal client is located, they're more likely to be receptive to what it is that you offer.
So a quick question on that, Robin. So for people who are new in their business and quite haven't gotten that ideal avatar together, I'm going to put you on the spot and say, it's like, what would you tell people they need to look for when determining who that ideal client is? What are some key factors?
Well, I think one of the best things is who you would most want to do business with. You know, and a lot of people will find that their ideal client is them. So you have to take into consideration thinking of your ideal client as one person, not a demographic.
Okay.
So put together a profile that encompasses who they are, where did they go to school, how many do they make, give them a name, what do they look like, what do they like to do for fun, and really create a real person, and then identify the events where they are most likely to hang out. Where do they get their information from?
Mm-hmm.
What is their point? So if you have a little bit more information about that, it'll make your conversations with people and any interactions that you have both on and off social media are going to go a lot more smoothly.
Okay. So let's say, obviously there's always a whole bunch of different networking opportunities that are available to us in our towns and cities across the country. So how would you recommend that they, maybe they don't know if who's quite hanging out there? Would you recommend that they kind of maybe, visit these different venues and check it out first and then see if their ideal client's there? Or how would you say that they should go about and making that determination?
Well, a lot of people will, if they're, say their ideal client is a woman in business, there's a lot of networking groups that are just for women. So you can find out if their niche is on their website. On the website, they have a lot of information about who their members are, what the process is to be a member, And if you're interested in both men and women as clients, you can join Chambers of Commerce. They have a lot of networking events that will bring all kinds of businesses in. And then a lot of them have subgroups that are aimed at a specific demographic. But another thing I would say is that when you go to these events, go with the intent of serving, not selling. So think of how it is.
I'm sorry, Robin, can you repeat that last part? It kind of broke up.
When you go to these events, think of how you can serve them.
Serve them, okay.
So what can you help them? What can you do for them? And it doesn't necessarily have to be anything related to your business. Think in terms of building a relationship with them so that they know, like, and trust you.
So relationships are always key, no matter what, right?
Absolutely. You will never go wrong, when there's a relationship involved. Another way to think of is to think strategically. So think in terms of aligning yourself with businesses that already be your client, and then team up and work together, kind of like how we're doing.
Right, and ironically, Robin and I met for the first time when we were at a conference in Los Angeles.
Exactly.
And we were networking.
Right.
And, it's like our personalities meshed. We were hanging out with a couple of other gals at this conference, and we had such an awesome time. And afterwards, we stayed in contact.
Yeah.
And
this is we're going on like 5 years now, right?
Yeah. It's been a few years. So it's like you said, forge relationships, and it's like, connect with like-minded people. It's, obviously we want to work with people that we resonate with, and that obviously appreciate the services that we provide as well.
Right.
So, you don't want to ever be in a situation where you're so desperate for money that, you're just going to work with whoever, even if you don't enjoy the process. You definitely want to enjoy the process of working with someone.
You don't want to work for somebody that is going to suck the life out of you.
Right. They steal your joy. You got to keep your joy.
Yep. So along the same lines, working with looking for strategic opportunities is look for collaborative opportunities. So, the show, for example, is a collaboration. And we're bringing value to people because we each have our individual strengths. So look for ways to team up with a business that is not necessarily related to anything that you do. You could come up with a and put on a workshop. You could team up, if you're a realtor, team up with a banker to offer education on lending opportunities, how to get your house ready to sell. So just be thinking outside the box and think of ways that you can it'll broaden your network, and it'll also make you in touch with people. But networking is not limited to just offline, right? We both do that. Get into groups on Facebook and LinkedIn. That will bring a lot more mobility in a group than it will just being plastering across everybody's network. Facebook and LinkedIn have hundreds, if not thousands, of groups in every imaginable industry, every imaginable interest, every imaginable, anything. And when we can share ideas, brainstorm, ask questions, um, offer suggestions. And in the course of that, people will get to know who you are and want to know more about you. A lot of the groups offer ways that you can promote your business on a particular day. And one of the things that's really nice is to do what's called reciprocity or social currency. And you go in and like the other Facebook pages of the people who have posted, you make a comment, you yourself, and it just, it goes around.
So again, sorry, we're having the challenge with, so you said reciprocity, and you said what after that?
Reciprocity and social currency.
Social currency, okay. All right, oops, I typoed. It's like, okay, so so you were just saying that one of the things that you want to do is make sure that if someone's doing something nice for you, that you do something nice in return.
Yeah.
And it's like, one thing that I want to add to that as well is let people know, because you were talking about ideal clients and so forth, but let people know who your ideal clients are.
Yes,
so
exactly.
So they know who to recommend to you, because people, if you ask them to do you a favor, it's like if you know of anybody, but you need to let them know exactly what it is that you're looking for with that ideal situation and that ideal client, so that they can do it correctly. It's just like asking for a testimonial. If you've worked with somebody, it's like there's so many things that someone can say nice about hopefully working with you. But if you tell them specifically, especially if it's a bigger job, like we do website development. So sometimes we do things that involve a variety of information that goes into making and developing that website. But maybe I want someone to say, oh, we helped you set up your store, your e-commerce.
Right.
And I'm looking for a specific testimonial about e-commerce. And that helps them out too, because, people generally are like, oh my gosh, what am I going to write? Not everybody likes writing testimonials. It's kind of a pain point for them.
Right.
So it's like the more that you can narrow things down with ideal clients and, what that referral looks like, the better off I think that everybody would be in their business.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So speaking of, who's your ideal client? Yeah, tell me, who's your ideal client, Robin?
Well, my ideal client is creative, highly motivated, small business owner. I don't have a preference as far as male, female, but I think women get the short or the stick more often. So I really have a passion for helping women get visibility, but really any entrepreneur, because entrepreneurs are like the lifeblood of U.S. businesses. What about you?
Did you say U.S.-based business, right?
U.S.-based business, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Great.
What about you? Who's your ideal client?
Well, primarily, it's like 90% of our client base are women in business. It doesn't mean that we don't work with gentlemen in our business. We certainly do. But I think that our brand just kind of speaks to women more for whatever reason, being that I'm kind of the person that does a lot of the public speaking and gets out there and gets the work. It's probably because, women resonate with me and my mission and helping them to build their business. So, but we do it all because it's like the small business owner gets super overwhelmed with everything that needs to be done. It's like website development. Even if they have a website, how can we tweak it and make it better? How can we get people there? Social media. It's creating content for their websites and their blogs, and how do they get out there and get noticed more in this big ocean of businesses that are out there. So we just love the process of being able to take everybody from where they are in their business. And we have worked with startups, but I'd say most of the people that come to me are people who have been in business for a couple of years, have established themselves a little bit, and are ready to get some help because they're tired of doing it all.
Right. Right. And as we both know, a website is like opening the door to your home. And if your home is a mess, nobody will want to come back.
Right.
So having a website that can clearly define and really make it inviting, everything is critical.
Yeah. Key point is don't make people guess what you do. It's like if they land on your page and they don't know what you do in 3 seconds, you're kind of, you've kind of potentially lost that person, because everything is just so hyper fast nowadays in marketing.
Right. Don't leave money on the table.
So did we cover everything from your point there, Robin?
I think so.
If you have any other good stuff to share there.
No, I think that was all my key thing was blogging and SKS and networking.
Okay. All right, super. Well, it's like now you've inspired me to keep working on getting my press kit better together. And, it's like, speaking of websites and press kits, is that, sometimes people nowadays also create a website exclusively just for maybe if they're speakers or presenters, trainers, or whatever the case may be, that they send people to a particular website. So you could have a downloadable press kit there too, right, Robin?
Right, absolutely. Or even create like a section of your website that is just a press room. Yeah. And that has, links to press clips and press releases and videos of, interviews that have been done. And, another thing is that a lot of people think that a press release is only for the press, and that's totally not true. I mean, you can post it on your social media networks. You can send it out to your clients. You can, just post it on your website, and it'll get a lot of visibility that way too. So don't think of them as just being something that you have to send to the media.
And that also brings up something that I read recently that said, is the business card dead? And that's a really good question. Obviously, when you're networking, you still want to be able to hand somebody something just to remind them that they met you, and for a way for them to reach out to you.
Right.
But in a lot of ways, if you think about it, Google has kind of replaced a lot of stuff that would be on a business card. Yeah. So it's like you don't need to get this, over exaggerated business card with, everything that you possibly do under the roof. Right. You can just send people to your website and let that speak. Or let's say if you want an introduction for speaking opportunities, maybe have that press kit in there for them to go to, or have a separate website if you do maybe speaking is one of the biggest things that you do, and that's how you earn your income.
Exactly.
So it's all good. It's all good, people.
It is all good. One other thing I'll just mention quickly about on the networking thing is that obviously the most important thing is following up. So many people will come home with a fistful of business cards and then they don't do anything with them. And that just like defeats the purpose of, networking. Hello. So use the opportunity to connect with them on social media, send them an interesting article, preferably not one that you wrote, but just, send an article about something that you've talked about that you think they might be interested in, and add them to your email list. But please, 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 please ask them permission before you do that. Getting a business card does not does not automatically mean that permission has been granted. So,
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind. And
yeah, it's very true, because I was just talking to one of my nonprofits because, and we just put a plug in for Constant Contact because I'm a local authorized expert, and Robin is also a solutions provider for Constant Contact. Great company. We really believe in your products. And, that's one thing is that if you're getting business cards, that does not open the door for you to start spamming them with your newsletters and your information. Make sure that part of your conversation when you're talking to them is that would they be interested in more information, that you provide through your monthly emails. And if they say yes, always have a pen ready to write on that business card, yes or no, or make a mark on it so that later on, after that event, you can go back and say, oh yeah, they were interested in going on there. And obviously they can opt out if they've changed their mind, but you don't want to alienate people from the get-go by saying, oh, I went and I just went around the room and did speed networking and picked up 100 business cards, and now they're all going to go into my email list. Oh, woo-hoo. That is not the way to build your email.
No. And that by the same token, don't add people to Facebook groups that you haven't already asked permission for. I get so many invitations to like join groups for leggings, and it's like, I don't, it's overwhelming to me, that it's overwhelming to me that, leggings could be such a hot topic. And especially when you're 55, like I am, leggings is like, leggings are like yoga pants.
So be sensitive, like you said. Don't add people to Facebook groups. If you've created a Facebook group and you're desperate to fill it, honestly, whether it's email, Facebook groups, or whatever the case is, you're better off with a tiny list of people who want to hear from you versus a big list of people who could care less.
Exactly.
Because you're not going to grow your business with them anyway. So what is the point, right?
Right. And you know what, Wanda? I think that, maybe in future episodes, we can, really kind of break down more ways that they can, the process by which you go through to, really kind of get people to take notice of you, and stay on their radar screen without being obnoxious and threatening, without threatening to alienate them. Because I think that's something that people really struggle with. They walk that fine line between not being confident enough that anybody is even going to care what they have to offer and being overconfident that there is, that everybody is going to, want what they have. And I always say that if you try to be all things to all people, you'll be nothing to anyone. So it's, you really have to pick and choose.
Yeah, it's just like social platforms. Everybody thinks that if they're in business, they have to go and be on every social platform in the world. And what happens is that, you get overwhelmed and then you don't do anything. It's just like you're kind of frozen. Okay, I don't know what to do next. So I always tell people, if you're new in business and you're doing social media, choose one, get it under your belt before you move on to the next one. And not all platforms resonate with every business either. They don't always make sense. So it's like, talk to a professional like Robin and I, and let us help you to choose where you need to take your first steps in order to make your business grow.
Yeah.
Well,
so are you keeping an eye on the time? I think we've.
I am. I'm looking at it, and I know that we're at 10:38 right now. We try to keep the show to about 30 minutes, but we're having a great conversation here, so it's always hard to end them.
I know.
But I think that we should wrap it up so that we can honor people's time, and we hope that, well, I know you got great information here. We hope that you'll be able to use it in your business. And Robin and I always appreciate the time that people spend with us. We're doing Google Hangouts. We're back to Google Hangouts because we can do screen sharing here where we weren't able to do it on Facebook Live. And we've been having too many glitches, unfortunately, over there. I'm sure that eventually they'll Lives. But if there's any kind of link to the show, it's a little bit difficult for everything to keep on humming away. So,
and I believe that people will be able to watch the link to this through YouTube, right?
yes, it will be on YouTube to watch for replays. And we will put it for our Facebook fans, we will put it on our Facebook pages so that you can watch it there as well. And we did have your audio is much better now, but you know that's
at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Goes away.
But you know, it's like there's nothing that I've been on that seems to always be perfect. There sometimes we do have these little technical glitches, but hopefully with the notes that we provided and also with the conversation, you'll have the information that you need in order to pull forward with your business and really grow it. And if you need us, please reach out to us. You can get Robin and I on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Google Plus. Yes, we do. Yeah, we are there for you. And we do these shows once a week. We haven't found a time of the what time and day works out best for us. We're still trying to find that out. So we hope that you'll follow us on this ride. Thanks, everybody.
Yes, absolutely. Bye.